Hi guys, welcome to the Cloud4 Academy. We are going to integrate Memcached cache with the Node.js, right? Let's get into the session, guys. Thank you. Hi guys, we are going to integrate uh, Memcached cache with this Node.js. So why we are using for cache? Cache can be used in multiple use cases, like we can use in database layer, service layer, or business layer, or presentation layer. Let's say the database calls is very expensive and repeatedly we are making the calls, then we can keep it in the cache and we can retrieve it. So this will improve overall performance of the application. Like that service call is very expensive call, and we can keep it in the cache and we can retrieve it. It will reduce the overall network bandwidth, and it will reduce the latency. So network round trip, right? So this will improve the performance. But while keeping the cache, we have to see the based on the use cases we can use the cache. And when you, because cache, if you are using very large data in memory, that is also some performance impact. So we have to use based on the use cases and scenario, we have to keep use the cache, right? So memcache is a in-memory cache. We can use for cache in multiple layer, and we can use that, right? So thank you for watching. We are going to integrate in Memcached with a Node.js. Thank you guys. So to integrate Memcached, we need to install Docker in our Windows system. So as I already mentioned in the previous video, you can follow install Docker on Windows. So this will give an idea how to install on Windows. That is this one. And I'm going to start the Docker. Since I already installed, I'm just going to start the Docker. So it takes some time to complete the start time. So this is a way, and we have to install Visual Studio. Install Visual Studio for testing and debugging Node.js, right? So we can use Visual Studio. Visual Studio. Visual Studio. We can use. Yeah, Visual Studio. So this is step to use Visual Studio. You can install Visual Studio, and now Docker, we can check the icon. Yeah, Docker is running, right? Docker is running. Now we are going to create Node.js application. So I'm just going to open parent folder is Node.js. This is a parent folder. So Node.js Cloud for Academy. So terminal we have to open the terminal, like Windows and terminal. If you are not installed Node.js in the extension, after installing Visual Studio, you can install the extension, Node.js extension, or by default it will be there. If it is not there, we can install it. So now I'm going to parent directory. I'm going to create a directory, mk directory, memcached memcached cloud4 academy. See, cache is created, and you can use cd name cloud4 academy. If you do that, it will, you can go to the open the folder. I created the folder, right? So that folder you can open it, Node.js Cloud4 Academy, Memcached Cloud4 Academy. You open that, it will open, right? So now we are going to create a JS file, JS memcache hyphen cloud4.js. I just created a simple JS file. So in that, what you need to know, we need to keep you have to include the module. So just copy paste the include express module and memcached require module, and localhost, because we are going to use a localhost, and the port number, right? This is a port number, and I'm going to use CRUD operation, get cache, uh, delete cache, and insert cache. So these three method I'm going to use, right? So I'm just going to copy these three methods. See, get cache is API. Inside memcache this object dot key, and then in this key I'm just going to get the data. If I give the key, it will return the data. Send response saying sending the data. And sorry, get yeah, this set cache value. This is a cache. Hello cloud for academy from cache. This will set the cache. Okay, this is REST API for set cache. This is REST API for delete cache. So this memcached or delete API method, and key you have to pass and deleted. Right, like that. There is a port or listening 300 3000 port is listening port. Right. These are NodeJS changes. It's very simple and basic changes. I have done it, and now once we have done it, so we want to install the all the modules, right? So go to terminal is opening. So now we have to npm init -y. So this will initialize all the Node.js modules, and then npm install express. This will install all express modules. Express is a middle layer function which will handle all the request and response related operations, handling operations. So this will be installed. So after installing this, you can see the node modules. Node modules is all out of the box will be getting installed, and package.json. Package.log.json is detail about the dependency. This is also dependency. Express is installed now. So now we are going to install another module. Is called Memcached. So here same thing like npm install Memcached. So if you give Memcached will get installed. Once it's getting installed, we can see the package.json. See, Memcached also getting installed. So now all these modules or dependencies are installed, and then we have to install Memcached, right? Memcached server we have to install. So server, there are multiple ways we can install that. We can go to the site, you can download, and then we can extract it, and we can set up the cluster and we can use it, or we can directly Docker image, Docker compose, we can use it. Since it's demo, I used Docker image. I used that because Docker, is packaging the dependency, is launching the container, right? Docker container. So we no need to install anything manually. Memcached image, Docker image is there. We are going to start that image, right? We have already started the Docker, and this is a Memcached image name. So Memcached image name is the port number 11211, and publish Docker. This will start the Memcached server automatically if you launch the container. So I just copy this Docker image. I'm going to launch the container so that Memcached will get started. So I'm just going to command prompt and as administrator, yeah, so click this, publish Docker. So it will, yeah, Docker is started. So it means Memcached is started. Memcached server is started. Now Memcached server is started using Docker. And then if we see the Visual Studio, I have installed all the dependency, and now I'm going to run this Node.js, like node, and then name cache hyphen cloud 4.js. If you see this, it is not started. There is some issue. I'll check that. So I just copied that app into here, actually this location. Instead of top, just I copy this, and it's working. Now it's running. So if I go to Node.js app, yeah, port is listening. Now we are going to use get cache. So http slash localhost colon 3000 slash get cache. So cannot get cache, nothing is coming, so get cache is empty, right? So now I'm going to use set cache. Called set cache is setting this value hello cloud for academy. Okay, so I'm going to call set cache. Set cache cannot get. Okay, set cache. Once again, what is the error? We'll see. Get method is, maybe you can try use method. So get method normally will work actually, so, but we'll see what is the issue. So get cache, yeah, get cache is working. If you use app.use, I just used app.use, and then get, if you post method means post method, post we have to use. So post method cannot be run in browser, only on postman, right? So use method is a get method. I'm calling get cache. So get cache, nothing is there in the cache, so that's why it's calling empty. So if I click this, nothing is coming. But if I use set cache, I click set cache, so the value will be set. Memcached has been set. Now again, if I call get cache, it will call the get cache. Hello upload for academy from cache. This item is cached. If you want to delete the cache, you can go here, delete cache method you can call. So this will delete the cache. Delete cache. Cache will be deleted. If I call get cache, it will not come. Get cache, see empty is coming. If I do again set cache and then call get cache, it will work. See, hello cloud for academy from cache. So like that we have to cache. This is a simple cache operation. So we can use the cache and in Node.js, and you can use a REST API every cache operation, and we can call the REST API, right? Inside we are calling the Memcached APIs for delete, get caches. Set cache is set method. For delete cache we use memcached delete and key name and then function. Get cache we use get method, get key name, that's it. This is a function, JavaScript function, sorry, Node.js function, right? This is how we have to call the memcached for get, delete, or read the delete and put operations. We can use that, right? So I just started Docker, right? Docker image started. This is starting the Memcached. Thank you for watching and listening. We are looking forward to join our Cloud for Academy.